how to dig. Teach me how to dig. Teach me how to dig. Teach me how to dig.
What's going down, everybody? It's your man, Pro Diggy from the Chaos Crew, but you could call me Diggy if you like. And welcome to my League Play class setup video. A lot of people were requesting this, so I decided that I would do it for you. And real quick before we get into that, one thing you do have to know is I did get the little expansion pack you can buy where you get more classes, and I'm going to explain how that works because I don't think a lot of people quite understand it. First thing is, if you go to local, it does not affect your create a class at all. You still only get 5, so keep that in mind. Let's get out of here and go into Xbox Live. Okay, so now I'm going to go into my public match, create a class, and I do have 10 class slots, as you can see, 10 slots. Because as I prestiged, I would use my token to unlock another class slot till I got 10. What the expansion pack does is it essentially takes how many classes you have and multiplies that by 10. So as you can see here, I've got 10 sets of 10 classes. So that's 100 different classes I can have. But I have class set 1 selected here. If I load into the game with this class setup, this is the only 10 classes I'll be able to use during that game. If I wanted to use this setup, I'd have to have it selected and then back out when the game starts, and then I will have that class set to be able to be used. So keep that in mind as well. Most of you that have this should know that by now, but anyway, if we go into League Play, it actually does affect League Play. Now in League Play, you only get 5 classes, but you do get the 10 different class sets of 5. So anyway, there's only 3 game modes in League Play, and that's Hardpoint, S&D, and CTF. So I have 5 classes set up for each one of those different game modes. So if we're about to play Search and Destroy, and I'm on Hardpoint, I go, okay, we're about to play Search and Destroy, go to Create a Class, switch over to Search and Destroy, boom. Now, as you can see, I'm a Master Rank 67, it just keeps getting worse and worse. I was Master Rank 2 about 4 or 5 days ago, but as you can see, the guys in my ladder are just fucking tearing it up and just playing their asses off, and I haven't really played any League in the past few days, but there's no way I'm catching that guy with his 15,000 points. That guy is just nuts, but I'm hoping by the end of the season I'll get into like top 25, maybe top 10. I need to keep playing though because I keep losing out every day that I don't play. Anyway, that's enough about that. Let's get into the creative classes here. So I'm going to start with Hardpoint. Excuse me. Okay, so what I have here, it's called Scorpion Open, and this is my opening class when we're playing Hardpoint, so I'll start with this class. As you can see, it's got lightweight and extreme conditioning, which will get me to the first hard point faster, and that's what I want to do right when the game starts. I want to get in there and try and hold it down as fast as I can. Now, after I die the first time, I'll switch over to the Scorpion OBJ or my Msmc OBJ. And as you can see, there's not too much of a difference there except for I removed Flak Jacket and I switched out Extreme Conditioning for Attack Mask. And I added a Cap 40 and a Smoke Grenade. And as far as the Msmc OBJ, I did put Hardwired on this class. I might take it off, but I put it on there because I was going against a bunch of people that were spamming EMPs and it was kind of annoying. And I also have a trophy system on this class as well. Now, this right here is called my Flyswatter class. This is to take down any kind of like score streaks the enemy may have. Like occasionally someone might get like a stealth chopper or something. I mean, it is rare, especially when I'm playing with some of my, my good friends and stuff. But it does happen from time to time, so I have this just in case. Also, people do like to run sentry guns. So instead of using EMPs like a lot of people have been using, people start putting trophy systems down where EMPs don't do you any good. So instead what I've done is I've put on fast hands and I've put on a couple of black hats so I can take out the sentry guns using the black hats and I don't have to worry about throwing an EMP and getting the trophy system just destroying my EMP, and then they might put another trophy system up and it just takes forever, whereas I could go over there, sneak in there, get with my black hat and just take it out. So that's that. And then I've got my assault rifle objective. Just in case I feel like using an AR. I also have black hats on this one as well, just because it's kind of a slower class. So if I'm using this and they put up a sentry gun, I don't have to switch classes or anything. I've already got some black hats ready to go. So let's move on to Search and Destroy. And I've got my Msmc class once again. This one has got cold-blooded on it. A lot of people like to run like dual band snipers or sometimes LMGs and stuff. So putting on cold-blooded definitely helps, so they can't really see me as easily. I mean, they can still see you, but you don't light up like a fucking Christmas tree on their screen. So that's that. You know, typical lightweight, toughness, dead silence, and awareness. I use awareness because I have a good headset, and awareness actually does help a little bit. It's not as good as SitRep Pro was, but it's still pretty good, and I'm running some Kimbo B23Rs on that. I didn't change the name of this class. It was a PDW, but I have since switched it to the Scorpion, and as you can see, it's pretty much essentially the same, except for I took off the cold-blooded, and then I added 2 attachments, which is a quick draw and laser sight. I also have a vector that is cold-blooded, which essentially is the same as most of these, except for I put flak jacket on it in case maybe there's, you know, spamming nades, or some people you know, like to spam nades and stuff. But I mean, it is search, so I don't really use this class very often. It's just there just in case. This is called dual band LMG because I was testing out running a dual band LMG, but I've since switched it to an AN94, and same thing, lightweight, toughness, dead silence, awareness. That's kind of the standard for me. Quick draw and a red dot Kimbo B23s, and then I've also got an M8 class, which is essentially the exact same as this one, just with an M8. And those are my S&D classes. Most of the time I use the M8, and if I feel like I need to rush or something, I generally would use the Scorpion, possibly the Msmc, just depends. And finally, let's go to the CTF class. Now this is a Scorpion class as well, lightweight, toughness, extreme conditioning, tac mask. This is a running class. I've got a trophy system on it in case I get a sentry gun. I'll throw that down. And then this one is called Bullet Hose, which essentially it's pretty much the exact same thing, except for instead of the trophy, I've got a smoke grenade. That's also, I would probably have this as my main running class, because if I'm going to be trying to get flags, I'll probably throw a smoke on their flag and then just grab it and dip out to kind of confuse them and not have them figure out where I'm running to or whatever. And then I've got a vector class as well, just in case I feel like using the vector, but I mean, essentially it's the exact same as the Scorpion, just switched up the gun and attachments. And then I've also got a Flyswatter as well on this, because on CTF, like, I don't have a Flyswatter class for search because it's rare people get, like, on any kind of real streaks in search. But in CTF and in Hardpoint, it can happen. So I made sure I have a Flyswatter class here, and it's the same as the other Flyswatter class. I got a FHJ-18AA to be able to shoot down, just in case they happen to get some kind of a helicopter or something, which is rare, but it does happen here and there. And the black hats to take out sentry guns and AGRs if they happen to get an AGR or something like that. And then this is called Camp TF, and this is just in case I need to use an AR and sit back and play defense. It's got a quick draw, reflex, and a stock. Flak jacket, toughness, tac mask with a trophy system and a cap 40. So it's a standard kind of camping type class, you know, tac mask so they can't stun or flash me, flak jacket so they can't nade me. Got a trophy system to also help with the nades and stuns and stuff like that, or EMPs or whatever, and a single cap 40 in case someone tries to get in my face. But that's pretty much it. Those are my setups. If I did go a little quick, you could always pause the video at, you know, a certain point and see what the exact class is and stuff like that. Sorry about all the notifications, guys. That's pretty much that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, go ahead and write it down in the comments. I'll try and answer them as best as I can. But like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This has been your man, Pro Diggy, from the motherfucking Chaos Crew. But you can call me Diggy if you like. Don't forget, as always, to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my sights.